Hello and welcome back. I'm your host James Rose, and this is EU4 Emperor of Man. I hope you've been living a good life since the last episode, and I hope you enjoy this episode. And, you know, all crap like that. Just spouting nonsense. Because I can. And you've chosen to come and listen to it, so joke's on you, really. So at the moment, all we're really doing is letting aggressive expansion tick down, and we're waiting so that we can annex Augsburg here. Because once we've annexed them, we can start in about 5 years' time if we can get their relation up high enough. Once we've annexed them, then we will be able to form Germany and break away from the HRE, and then eat it, most likely. Great Britain's paid off Burgundy's debt for no good reason. Okay, that's the most we can do using improved relations. They're at 33. The fact we're in a war was actually helping us as well. So we can improve another 25 by influencing nation. Obviously, we're not going to do it now. Get another 25 from sending a gift. We already have a marriage. Improve relations, we just maxed out. That's all we can do for now. The matter of Berlin. I'm thinking I'll just gain a stab, thanks. Because I don't even really need to build in Berlin, so that's a simple choice. Bohemia 10%, so next month that'll be gone. There we go. And at that point we're going to turn our armies off. Forts already turned off. We can now take next tech, and we are going to take the offensive idea group, so that we can more easily conquer in the future. We've still got 9 years till 11 years even, until we can change that around. We would like a level 3 military advisor now though. Costs quite a bit more, but Milan and Hungary. Do you really need me to get involved for that? Austria? I don't think you do. You just want to drain my money, don't you? That's what it is. You're against me. Yes, we could also subsidise them for a little bit of extra opinion if we're just short. Ooh, another stab or prestige, which we don't need. That's an easy choice, isn't it? Okay, let's move our men away from the border so that they don't get stack wiped by some random Milanese stack running around. Liège has entered the coalition against us. It's all red. If it wasn't for Austria liking us so much, they'd be in the coalition now as well. But I think what I'm going to do, just so we can keep an eye on Augsburg's opinion of us, is send the diplomat there, and when he's back up to 100, we'll just tell him to stay there. He can live in Augsburg from now on. We don't actually want to waste our points on war taxes, because we want our mill points to help us flesh out the offensive ideas group. We can do this now though, because I stated that province. I'm not mothballing the forts just while we're at war, because there's some men running around. I don't want them grabbing like a level 4 or 6 fort. I don't know if we have any level 6 forts. Don't want them grabbing a fort off of us while we're at war. I know really it'd be Austria's problem, but it'd be a bit embarrassing, wouldn't it? I feel like we need to eat a bit more of Poland, so kind of like this. That'd look better, wouldn't it? Although once we've eaten all of Germany, we'll need to like have all of this to look good. To get our borders how they should be. And maybe this. If we're feeling it. Tech 23 on all 3 tech groups is really good. Big improvement to infantry and to just your forces in general. For Diplo, you get advanced CBs and client states, which are important, and you get more admin costs down in the admin group. Yeah, we could eat Scotland while we're here. We'll just take a prestige hit. 50 admin or 50 prestige. I'll take the admin, thanks. And then core and everything. Yeah, so I think Scotland. Does Scotland just have these two provinces here now? Or no, I bet they've moved over to the New World, haven't they? They have 73%. Scotland. This is their main bit of territory. So yeah, we could full annex Scotland. There's then these guys just behind them. Could we call Britain into this war? We'd call Spain in. Florida would then help us. They'd call Leinster in, so we could eat some of Ireland. Just 2 provinces short of Germany, Thanatos. We actually do own them. We're these 2, which are our vassal. When we've integrated them, we'll be able to form Germany. In the meantime, we're just sitting around hoping our coalition doesn't fire on us. More and more people as like truces and stuff run out are entering the coalition. Okay, there's that war. We got a favour for not doing anything. We will now mothball our forts again. And go back to saving our money in a vague attempt to actually finally pay off all of our debt. Anything else we can turn off? Could turn off fleet maintenance, that doesn't need to be on. Yeah, my army's just sat waiting for something to happen. You could imagine they're going through military drills and preparing for the upcoming campaigns around the world. Ooh, let's draft some ships for war, because we can. You give me some admin points. And you give me some mill points. Kind of want to fight Russia. But I also kind of currently like our border over with Russia. Really, I'd like to fight Poland, Lithuania to neaten up our borders here, but, well, Poland's in our coalition, so that's not going to happen. We actually have more development than the Ottomans now. And because they don't have an institution, we are doing much better than them in score. Well, great power score. I'm sure they're still beating us on overall score. Do the Ottomans have no manufactories? That's kind of surprising. With the amount of money they should have. I mean, look, there's manufactories over in Bamanis. Although Ming doesn't have any. They have manufactories in some provinces that don't have other institutions. What a mess. So, as soon as there's some people here in the chat, and feel free to comment your own opinions down in the YouTube comment section if you're watching this on video. Who do you want me to play first in Mandate of Heaven? I was thinking the main candidates are Japan. I watched the feature stream from Paradox that DDR Jake did, showing off the new Japanese stuff earlier, and now I kind of feel like playing Japan. As the other main contenders would be the Manchu, who have their banner system coming in, and who are in a good position to take the Mandate of Heaven off Ming, so you'd be able to see two of the big main mechanics coming with the expansion if we were to play a Manchu game. We could always play as Ming, never really played as Ming, and they now start with the Mandate of Heaven, so we could mess about with that. Or obviously there's also all the other Southeast Asian and I wanted to say Philippines, but that's just this bit, isn't it? What's this area called? You know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, so if you have a particular suggestion on who to play and why you want to see that when the Mandate of Heaven expansion comes out, let me know, because I do like to go with popular opinion, because hey, pleasing you guys is what gets me views, so but at the same time I also have to enjoy this. So if you guys all go ahead and tell me I should play Yorkland, I'm probably going to be like, nah, I don't fancy doing that, and go play someone else like Japan, who is more interesting. Not that Yorkend is particularly uninteresting, but I don't have any particular reason to play them. Wow, all these states we can make. How many states can we actually make? We are 14 behind the number we can have. There are quite a few of good development as well. We were to state the Netherlands. In fact, we integrated that area, so it should be states. Talking about this area. Dunno. Brannon wants to see Confucian religion. That could be, I guess. For Confucian, you can start. The main candidates would be Korea and Ming. However, the Manchu, when they become Qing, also, I don't know if they have to, but they definitely can change religion to Confucian then. So that could still go in support of doing a Manchu game. Hey, look, a heavy ship. Where do you come from? 2-decker, you need upgrading, but before we spend 1,000 ducats upgrading our fleet, we probably want to finally pay off our loan. Boom. Loans be gone. Yeah, see, that's the sort of thing I was thinking. Starting off as maybe Jinzhou, forming Manchu with them, and then going on to form Qing by eating the northern half of Ming. We get Mandate of Heaven, eat the rest of China, and then go on to just see how much we can conquer from there. To be fair, with Japan, we could still do... Well, we could do Lord of the Pacific, but we can still go with Mandate of Heaven for Japan as well. Because once you've formed Japan... I don't know why I'm looking at this, because this isn't the new Japan. This is the old Japan. But the special government for Japan is less special once you've actually formed Japan itself and got rid of all the daimyos. So at that point, you could go for Mandate of Heaven with them. There's nothing stopping you. And also, we need some more cannons here. Prussia gains a well, the game really wants me to take Artois. Like, we've been getting missions for it for ages, and now they're actually throwing a claim on it for me. I want more cannons in this army. The game is like telling me, fight France. Beat them up. That's not going to happen because they're in our coalition. Just going to delete a few of those because I don't need 13 cannons. The nations that can get the Mandate of Heaven, to get the Mandate of Heaven, you have to border the current owner of it, which will give you a special CB. If you're part of either the Eastern religion groups, which are Confucianism, Buddhism, and Shinto, or you can be part of the pagans, so the animists, or even if there's some of them still exist, the Inti, the Mayan, and the Nahuatl will all also be able to get the Mandate of Heaven. And obviously, anyone could swap religions and then get the Mandate of Heaven that way. I think when the actual expansion comes out, I'll do a video going through all the new features and stuff. Vajiran, they are part of the Buddhist religion group, so I would have thought that you could get Mandate of Heaven with that. Norse Custom Nation. Technically, yes, I'd think that, I guess they're pagan, aren't they? And if I am remembering correctly, it's pagans and Eastern religion groups can get the Mandate of Heaven. So, I think Tengri as well. They're either pagan or Eastern religion, aren't they? 10 peasants somewhere. Where are these peasants? Stravanger. Let's see if I click in here. Stravanger is there. Send some marines up to go deal with that. Yeah, you could have a pagan Rome Mandate of Heaven game. That would be possible. Okay, what have we possibly got here? I might go for that one. No, we'll just take the thingy hit. Oh, I don't actually want you to move. You're the one that's currently getting reinforced, so we'll send these guys up instead. One with the idea of a pagan Rome Mandate of Heaven game, what we could possibly do is actually start as, say, the Aztecs, and do the, what's it called, Sunset Invasion into Europe, form Rome, and then come over to Asia and become the Emperor of China. Technically, that should be possible. We may, like, whether we form Rome first or get the Emperor of China is debatable, and would have to actually be thought about in more serious terms than just this casual conversation. Like, if we want to do a decent run of it. Let's get a new leader. You, kill. Yeah, we also will need to look at what the achievements are. I think they're releasing all the new achievements this Tuesday coming. So the Tuesday just before the release. What date is that? It's released on the 6th, which is a Thursday. Yeah, so on the 4th, I think they're going to release the achievements then. Ooh, we're in a position to upgrade all of our fleet. Excellent. Augsburg, how's it going? 49. We can get more using improved relations. And remind me what year we can integrate you. Okay, next year. So we are short still currently. To be fair, what we'll probably end up doing is an achievement run. Because everyone likes achievements. It's good because it gives you a proper goal and you kind of get something when finishing it, which gives you, well, a sense of achievement, doesn't it? So could do it as Kado indeed. And what we could also do is stop paying our armies. They don't need money. Just stay where you are, you're fine there. And we can actually start building stuff now. Oh, one thing I am looking forward to is the new building menu. That will be very good. Although there's a small UI change I would like them to make to it, where it actually just works out the proportionate values between how much something costs and how much you'll make from it, rather than you having to do it mentally. Not that I can't do it mentally, but I'm lazy, so I don't want to have to. Oh, we could improve our trade. Okay, we're at 69 with Augsburg now, including the subsidies, which goes up to 15. We can get another 65. So in order to get what we need 90 minus 65 gives us 125. So we're still quite a bit away from being able to get this, because of the huge aggressive expansion, and the force vassalized us. Yeah, human innovation's gone past like actually needing stuff to survive now, and it's just turned into laziness. Ooh, look at all these things we can get now, or once we've got offensive combat. The artillery combat ability is one we'll probably have turned on, especially when we're fighting the Ottomans. That will come in handy. So little to do. Have we got all of the Polish culture yet? We don't. I'm thinking we have such a close relationship with the Polish, be it good or bad, that we should accept their culture within our kingdom. I mean, we accept Pomeranian, and it's even smaller and not growing, so yeah, we can't get Augsburg yet. Going to be a little while until we can get them by the look of it. And as far as I'm aware, do any of these things like increase their opinion? I don't think so. We could pay off debt, that might help, or I think that just decreases liberty desire though. And the problem is we don't want to be going to war, because that'll just increase the aggressive expansion with them even more. Although it shouldn't do it by a lot, because they are our subject. Any good manufactories to build? Because hey, we need to have a good base, a good power base for when we go to war with the Otto Derp. Plus 75. I thought it was plus 65. If I place a ruler from my dynasty, will that increase? Yeah, I think you're right. I think that might increase opinion. We can have a try. Place a relative on throne. Well, it's not going to make them angry at me. Oh yeah, that increased it. Excellent. Thank you for that, Brannon. Money hit. So we can still... We might as well start subsidizing them now, because that takes a little while to go up anyway. And we're not short on money anymore. Let's give them 5, better part of 6. Oof, only 6 per year. Yeah, maximum of 15. So that's going to take 3 years to get up. Improved relations are still maxed. And they won't be in a second, but... And sending gift and influencing them will only increase it by 50. So... Yeah, I just called the diplomat back by accident. Yeah, just like on... what's the word? France is left at the car. The coalition has fell apart. Excellent. Now we can fight France. Or anyone else we feel like. Goodbye, coalition. Why do I have France left? They still have some aggressive expansion with us. I feel... Oh, my game crashed. Well, that's not good. I guess we'll stop recording there. Thank you for watching on YouTube, and I'll see you next time. Bye.